Hi, welcome back to Smith Robotics, and today I will be doing a Q&A, which is the first Q&A I've ever done on YouTube. I have to say I have done them before on Instagram, on the stories, and some of the questions I may or may not have already answered on there, but I'm not really too sure, so yeah. But I just wanted to see what questions everybody had for me, and I wanted to talk about them a bit more into detail about my projects and everything. As you can see in the back there, Spring Bonnie without his eyes. So yeah, why is my tag skewed? That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, I decided to dress appropriately for this as well. Purple tie as well, and also, if you can see there, it's my little name tag, Smith, owner of Smith Robotics. So I've got different questions from Instagram, YouTube and Twitter as well, or X as people used to call it, X people now call it. So yeah, I don't expect anyone to be able to read that because of my handwriting, so yeah, I think I might go from Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, so it'll just be in that kind of order, you know, so I don't stay on different ones, of course. I might do an intro for a video, like, you know, I don't know, I'll see how it is when I'm editing this and everything, so yeah. Apart from that, let's get into it. So on Instagram, somebody has said, I'm thinking about buying a 3D printer. What would you say is the best printer and filament to get? Now, for me personally, I always stick with the Ender Creality brand. If you can see behind me there, that is an Ender 3 version 2, and I've got another one up there printing currently. Those two have actually been quite good, I've found out, because the first printer I got was an Ender 3 Pro. Now that worked for about a year until it broke. I don't know why. Some of the settings on it weren't working, which is weird. So I was unsure, and it kept making this high-pitched buzzing sound. And eventually I gave up on it. For example, the reason why I gave up on it as well was spare parts. So that's now in shambles. And as well, I currently back there, if anybody can see in that corner underneath on the bottom shelf there, that is an Ender 5 Plus, which costs about £600. So that was a lot of my money. And I only got it just last year, and it's not working quite well. And so that's why it's not being used at the moment. So I'm either going to have to look more online or try and find a place near me that fixes them. So I wonder how that's going to work. But yeah, personally for a printer I would go for an Ender 3 version 2. They cost about £200 or $200, and I usually get them from Amazon as well, or the official Creality website. And for the filament, what you most likely want to get is the PLA filament, and make sure that, or PLA Plus. I'm not really too sure what's the difference, but just get the Plus anyway. They only cost about £15 to £20, which isn't for 1 kilogram of filament, so that's okay, that's standard pretty much. Yeah, PLA, and it has to be a 1.75mm diameter, I think. I'm not too sure where. It might be. Yeah, it's that. I'm just trying to think. But yeah, those are the best ones to get. I'll have links to Amazon and everything down below if anybody is interested in trying to find them. I'm not sponsored as well, so I'm not forced to say any of this, so yeah. But the Ender 3 version 2s are the best ones in my opinion, especially for, you know, a beginner and everything. Now on to the YouTube question. I might not actually be able to answer all these today, so I might do half today and then do maybe another video tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Anyway, the next one is on YouTube. Who's your favourite animatronic / FNAF character? Ooh, I think everybody knows which one is my favourite. That is, yeah, William Afton. So William Afton's my favourite because he's the main villain, and who doesn't like a great villain? Come on. And it's like mysterious and everything, and as well he makes cool robots. Who doesn't like cool robots anyway? Favourite animatronic, of course, is Spring Bonnie, but I think other than those two, because like that's my go-to character, I would have to say for my favourite animatronic, I quite like Funtime Freddy. Either one of the Funtimes or... Damn, there's like so many to choose from. But I also like Fredbear, the FNAF 4 version, which I personally believe is just a fixed version of Withered Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So, yeah. I can't tell, but like another character other than William, I would have to say I do like Henry as well, like he's another creator. But if I had to choose from any of the books or anything else, I do like some of the characters from the books, especially from the Silver Eyes trilogy. Some of them I like from there, like quite good as well. I don't know, I can't really pinpoint them down because mainly in the games they don't do a lot of character development in some of them, because it's mainly from other perspectives of the story. So yeah, I can't really choose a pick, but at the end of the day it's William Afton and Spring Bonnie. Now on to the Twitter question. Before I do that, actually, I'm gonna get a drink from my Smith Robotics water bottle. I got this for Christmas actually, and I got it from my auntie and my nan and papa, who I essentially call my grandparents, but they prefer to be called that. So but yeah, I think this is pretty cool as well. And also I'm obligated by my mum as well to say that I got this keychain from my mum for Christmas as well, so thank you. But for the Twitter one, actually, I'm gonna write these all off, so I'm gonna put an X to say which ones I've already read out. For the Twitter one, what are you going to do with the suits you finish? Also, are you going to be planning to do non-FNAF inspired suits / mechanisms? If so, what would they be? Ooh. Okay, so for the suits, once I finish them... Okay. For the suits themselves, for anyone who's asking, they're not just cosplay. I'm actually going to try and make them into working animatronics as well. Which will only be Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Apart from that, all the other ones are animatronics specifically. So, with some of the cosplay masks and stuff, I do like to do that just for fun. So, yeah. But the majority of the ones up there, those are animatronics. While the Silver Eye Spring Bonnie there and the Springtrap one there, those are just cosplay masks. The Springtrap one was actually supposed to be like Spring Bonnie, and it was going to be like a first prototype of an animatronic one, but I decided to change that a little bit. And I've got on top of my wardrobe, which you can't see, is the original Freddy head and also the Freddle head that I have. Excuse me. But once I finish those, I essentially don't really know where to put them in here, actually. So I'll probably have them on stands or something. Actually, no, that's a lie. What I want to do is to put my TV up on my bed there, like on the wall. So that means I got some more space there and move things around. And what I want to do is, if I slowly move that and over. So there, I like to make like a little stage with curtains and lights and everything, and have Spring Bonnie up there so you can sing and perform and dance. I feel like that would be a very cool idea, especially if I make other animatronics, because I could have one on the side as well and have both of them up. Or I can like switch interchangeably. I don't know. I'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully I can do that. I don't know. But for non-inspired FNAF characters and suits, I feel like I'd like to make a few Doctor Who stuff as well. So if nobody knows what Doctor Who is, it's about this Time Lord alien called the Doctor. Travels through time and space in a TARDIS, aka blue 1950s telephone police box, which got stuck because of the chameleon circuits. And he goes around fighting monsters, saving lives, I know way too much to talk about this, otherwise we'll be here forever. I know a lot about it, and I've been like kind of obsessed, not too obsessed, but like I know, like I love the show ever since I was a kid and everything, so yeah. But I would like to make a Dalek or a Cyberman, or even K9. That would be very cool, actually. K9. Imagine that, just K9. He comes in and everything. Instead of shooting lasers, he like shoots little Nerf darts or something like that, and I just get hit in the face. That'd be funny. That'd be very funny. And back to the Twitter one as well. After reading my own handwriting, which is sometimes hard. Will you make the torso spring locks? If so, how? Okay, a lot of people are wondering how am I going to make the torso spring locks. Now, I'm not going to be doing the ones from the movies. I've stated that in a few of my other videos, specifically the videos I did making a real life spring lock suit part 1 and also part 2, and I'll leave a link to both those videos in the description below if anybody wants to see them as well. I'll go in a bit more detail about them. But to answer that, I will be making them, but the torso, it's going to be a bit longer, like back to front longer, and the reason is because I'm going to have the endoskeleton torso inside, and that will be pulled back, so it'd be essentially behind me, and the ribs cage section would open up so I can fit my body in it. And so what will happen is that once you want to put into animatronic mode, you would open up the stomach hatch, and then you'd click a few buttons or release mechanisms, and that will push the torso back into the middle, and then lift up the arm parts and everything like that. So you can attach the arms back on as well. I do have this here, which is like a test version of the arm. So that's the elbow joint, that one's the shoulder joint. But as you can tell, some parts just don't want to work properly, so yeah, I might have to redo it a bit because I kind of want to change it a lot, especially with the arms and the spring locks, because it has to be lightweight but strong enough, so that's quite hard to do with some of the stuff, yeah. Especially for the torso, because that's going to need a lot of weight. So what my plan is that for the legs, those will be stationary. They'll still have spring locks, don't get me wrong, but they won't be able to like move around or anything, so that's a bummer. But I know, and plus it's only testing stages anyway, something might change. Now we're back onto the Instagram questions. So the next one would be, would it not work better to raise the head to see it out of the mouth? Okay, I understand where you're coming from, because as well I would have a little bit more neck space to move around, and as well it wouldn't look as, I don't know, because in the game Springtrap or Spring Bonnie, he has like a longer neck, and I understand that, but in the real world of having that, it wouldn't work quite well, because human necks aren't exactly that long. So yeah, plus I like seeing out of the eyes more, and I can just open up the jaw and everything normally, so that's mainly the reason why I kept it that way. For Fredbear, for the FNAF 4 version which I want to create, I will be changing that, so I would have to look out for the mouth. And that is because, if anybody remembers seeing that a performer in the 8-bit minigames, the performer has to look through the mouth while wearing the Fredbear suit. So that's where that's going to be more inspired from for that version. Which is going to be he's going to be so big in here as well. So yeah. Because I would like to have both Fredbear and Spring Bonnie up as well. And also like change them into Springlock suits as well, so I can wear them and stuff as well. There'll be a lot of cool things I want to do with them as well. I'd like to make like creepy VHS videos as well, which I do have another channel as well called Smith Robotics Studios. There's not too much going on at the minute because I'm really unable to film them properly or anything, but I would like to make very good high quality videos to, like, you know, cinematic and everything. That would be pretty cool. But hopefully that answers your question of why I don't know, I always like seeing out the eyes more rather than the mouth, but I know a lot of cosplayers like Deregular Source, like he does them out of the mouth, which works for him, don't get me wrong, but for me, I'm not too much of a fan, but it still looks great. I think I might do 3 more and that will be it for today for the questions. So we're back on Instagram, funny enough. So this one says, is it difficult to move around or walk with the suit? To be honest, no, it's not. The only thing that is difficult mainly is trying to keep the torso up because I don't have the back of it done yet. And another part of it that's difficult, especially with that Spring Bonnie head, is that of how I made it, it doesn't balance quite right. So if I move my head to the side or do that, it slumps down forward, and so when I try and move it up, it has like the head is like that, and I'm unable to move properly. So that's another reason why I'm going to be making another version of the head back there, but a little bit more lightweight and accurate. Actually, I've got I don't want to get out of my chair. Hi, sorry there, my phone cut off the storage space, so it cut off there. But anyway, to continue, so I'll be adding holes in to make the head a bit more lightweight. I'm a bit cautious about that now, and I don't want it to go off randomly, so actually I might just end the video there and continue this either tomorrow or another day during the week, since I might do this once a week because I quite liked it. I think it was quite fun as well. So I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done that one, and I've done the difficult one. So on here it still is 1, 2, 3, 4, still more 5 questions. So it went off there again. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I have links to other channels as well, other videos that I had recently as well relating to this video if anybody else wants to watch them, and it might help understand and explain. But that's it for today, and I hope everyone liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye!